It's the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Welcome to another production here from the Open Mic Broadcast Network. It is our mission to try to bring you some news you could use. Today is no exception to the rule. Follow me on Twitter, X, at The Mike Prince Show. Subscribe to the YouTube channel at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Visit our website at obnradio.com for our 24-hour streaming content. With all that being established, let's jump right into today's episode. The NFL started its draft on last night. The world will change for a lot of young men for the next couple of days. Spring football, for the most part, is behind us, and folks are focused and geared in on the world of football. But hold up just a minute. We got baseball still in the atmosphere, and the presence is thickening as we approach toward the end of the regular season, then leading to the tournaments, then, of course, the chase for the quest at Omaha. With that being established, somewhat of a rough week, midweek for SWAC baseball programs, but they'll put all that behind them as they get ready for some key matchups over the course of the weekend to do some settling, if you would, of the East and Western Division stands in the Southwestern Athletic Conference. On the east side of things, the top seed FAMU Rattlers will travel to take on the Jackson State Tigers beginning on today. That should be a very intriguing matchup. Although Jackson State has slipped to the number 4 spot of the East, FAMU still holding things down with a slight lead over Bethune-Cookman to represent the leaders of the East. Meanwhile, Mississippi Valley will travel to Montgomery to take on the Alabama State Hornets, who have been awakening these past few weeks. Things beginning to turn around. Very slow start for the Hornets. Traditionally, they have been in that upper tier of the Eastern Division, but we'll see how they'll pick up against Valley State over the course of the weekend. The Bethune-Cookman Wildcats will travel to Huntsville to take on the Bulldogs of A&M. Bethune hot as well. They'll try to keep pace with the FAMU Rattlers on the east side of the conference. Meanwhile, as we get over to the west, you're going to have Pine Bluff and Alcorn doing battle. As a matter of fact, Alcorn is projected to be the home team for that one. And you'll have Texas Southern and Grambling in a very, very critical series this weekend. Of course, Texas Southern had a 10-game win streak, but losing midweek against Lamar. They'll be ready to reset and see if they can pick back up in conference play where they left off. Grambling State still have a lot to say about how things will be settled in the West. They'll get ready for their hosting hospitality against the Tigers, the Battle of the Tigers. That first pitch is scheduled for 6 p.m. on tonight. And, of course, another critical battle of the West will have the Prairie View A&M University Panthers hosting the Southern Jags beginning today at 3 p.m. Now, it is very critical for Prairie View to come out and win game one in particular, but you got to have the series win because although the Panthers are 11-7 in conference play, 9 of those 11 wins have been against the likes of Pine Bluff and Alcorn, not the strongest teams in the West, and they got to set the tone and a presence by dealing with the Southerns, the Gramblings, and the Texas Southerns. So it all begins this weekend for the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. Don't forget, you can keep up with all scores, updates, and information of baseball right here with us at the Open Mic Broadcast Network on our Twitter handle at The Mike Prince Show. Before we get out of here, we want to give you a little update on Tennessee State, the other TSU, making some leaps and bounds, of course, historically introducing hockey in the HBCU footprint. But what I'm more excited about is that due for 25, they're going to reinstate baseball. And I'm glad to hear that. They'll be reinstating baseball, introducing soccer, also going to bring in swimming and diving for Tennessee State as they represent in the Ohio Valley Conference. So we'll see how all that pans out in the very near future. And last but not least, we want to remind you that you have an opportunity to support Prairie View Athletics by participating in the Panther Backers annual golf tournament, which is scheduled for May 6th. It will be in the Houston area. It is up for an opportunity to sponsor a hole, to put together a team, or just make a donation. You can get in contact with the Panther Backers president, Mr. Dino Robertson, at 713-417-2090. You can get in contact with Dino and send your support for the Prairie View Athletic Program. And also mark your calendar for May 24th, where the Panther Club will have their annual golf tournament held in Hempstead, Texas. I am going to exit stage left. My time is far spent for today. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Thank you guys so much for following and joining in with us. Don't forget, my handle at Twitter X is The Mike Prince Show. And subscribe to the YouTube channel at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And until the next time, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.